And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream here on the Film Stock channel. Never in my life will I get sick of saying that, but I think it's been about 2 weeks since I've done a live stream, so feels good to be back, in the words of Tony Stark. But I hope everyone's doing well. I see we got a bunch of people in the chat already. Some questions. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can here on this live stream. It is Tuesday, I want to say. We're like less than a week away from Halloween. The month of October is going by lightning fast speed right now. I feel like, I got to take a second step back and realize life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Legendary quote from a legendary movie right there. But again, welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to get to as many of these questions as I can, as fast as I can. If you want to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern, Super Chat is the way to go. It's also a way to help support the channel. Be sure to hit that like button. That's what I always say. It helps out the algorithm. I've been saying that for 2 years now. It's crazy. I've been doing live streams on YouTube for over 2 years. But yes, welcome in, everybody, and let the Q&A begin, I should say. The answering of the questions. All right, Ren Sanity in here with a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Topic starter. This will be a hot take for sure. Hey, Chris, glad to be in another stream. Well, glad to have you here. I watched Halloween Ends, and I honestly thought some of the stuff in it was absolute bullshit. If you watched it, I was wondering if you thought the same. I agree 100%. I won't spoil it just in case people in the stream have not seen Halloween Ends. I thought the movie stunk. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. It was not unwatchable, because there were moments that I did enjoy, 15-20 minutes max, I would say. But it just felt extremely rushed in the final showdown between Laurie and Michael. And the defense for this movie makes no sense to me. A lot of people are like, it makes sense that this character, Corey Cunningham, is the main character based on like the trilogy, so far. We're following the trends. It shows that like evil can take over anyone. I'm like, sure, cool. That's pretty understandable. But why is Michael Myers not in this movie that much? Why is Laurie not in this movie as much? It's the end of Halloween. It's like, it's the Jurassic syndrome is what I call it. Jurassic World Dominion didn't close out the trilogy in a satisfying way. They marketed it to be this epic conclusion. Same thing here with Halloween Ends. It was bullshit. Fortunately, I'm not a diehard Halloween fan, so it didn't really bother me that much. I had negative expectations going into the movie. And again, if you guys love the movie, more power to you. I just didn't care for it. I know some people who do personally. Shout out Trevor. He liked the movie. I did not. So there you have it. Dylan, what's going on? Scott, how you doing? Gavin, I have seen the animated show Invincible. When the hell is season 2 coming out? I mean, I think season 1 was at 2020 or early 2021, and it's almost 2023. I don't even think they've announced anything for it. So I enjoy it quite a bit. It's one of the better superhero shows on right now, I would say. That and The Boys and Peacemaker are my favorite superhero shows on right now, for sure. Build Thrill, what's going on? Justin, how you doing? If you do another TV show ranking, where would you put Cobra Kai? I don't know. I'm still not going to answer that because I haven't caught up with Cobra Kai, but I do enjoy Cobra Kai quite a bit. I'm really excited to start season 4, which I probably will do after this live stream. But yeah, I mean, season 3, I didn't think you could top the finale of season 2. The finale of season 3 was better. It's my favorite episode of the show. Just posted my reaction to that yesterday, and I'm enjoying that ride. The Cobra Kai journey has been, I would say, is it raining at my house? No, there's a plane flying overhead at my house right now. I hear like some rumbling, but no, I would say Cobra Kai, the journey thus far, has been one of my favorite things I've done on YouTube, for sure. So really am enjoying that show. Alex, welcome in. How are you? I'm doing well. Today I saw Wearing in Pearl. Do you agree 2022 is the best year for horror? Well, I'm not a huge horror guy, so I'm not really the person to answer that question. I think, all things considered, for big horror fans, there have been a lot of wins. You've got those 2 movies that you just named, Halloween Ends, The Black Phone. You've got some other things that came out that I probably just didn't watch. But yeah, it's been a good year for horror. Best year for horror ever? I don't know. I'd have to look at other projects that came out other years. But so far, it's been a great year for horror fans. I know a lot of people in the on the YouTube space and community, they enjoy horror. I'm not a horror guy. I'm just not. I mean, I'll watch it here and there, but just not really my cup of tea. So we definitely do have a packed week with MCU content, though. We got that Guardian trailer out of nowhere. And by the way, the past 2 Marvel trailers have like leaked early. I avoided them because I was like, oh shoot, I scrolled past that immediately. But yeah, it's weird that Marvel trailers 2 days in a row have been leaked in like high quality. Once I watched the trailer, I went back and watched the leaked version. I was like, this is pretty high quality. What's going on here? So they got to get that under their wraps, especially as they get closer to, the bigger projects like Guardians 3 or an Avengers movie. They got to kind of have that under wraps. So who's to say? But by the way, there's 62 people. And if you guys are in here, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit. And if you want to guarantee I get to your question or comment or concern, Super Chat's the way to go. It's a way to guarantee that I can see your question or comments. By the way, water break. I haven't talked this fast in a while. Cheers. This water bottle, I wonder how many live streams this water bottle's been in. Oh, man. All right, let me get back to the chats. Okay, let's see. View with Drew, what's going on? Always glad to have you in here. We got Ben, Meters Reviews. Shout out Meters Reviews. I always got to say it. Go subscribe. Yes, then I got great news in my Twitter DMs today when I got a message from Ben saying that Nick Cage is in talks to be reprising the role of Ben Gates for National Treasure 3, which again, I'm always cautiously optimistic when I hear this news because for years now they've been saying, oh, he might be in talks. Until I see, I'd say like a trailer for the movie, not even then, until I sit down in a theater to watch this movie, I won't believe it's real. And honestly, they might just go to Disney Plus with it. I just realized because I don't know. Does that have the theatrical? I think it should get a theatrical, but it might, if it does happen, it might just be a continuation off the end of this new TV show that comes out in like December. And it could just, Ben Gates pulls up at the end. We go into the third movie and that comes out in like 2024, maybe. That's really optimistic thinking, but I hope we get National Treasure 3. It's been long overdue. When did Book of Secrets come out? 2007? So it's been what? Damn near 20 years coming up on it. Not really, but 15-ish maybe. Yeah, pretty crazy. What's the next movie you're seeing in theaters? Alex asks. Probably Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Probably. Yeah, that's not that far out now. November 11th that comes out. So yeah, not too far away at all. We got Dank Sinatra in the house. Shout out Dank. The latest Funko Pop you bought that I personally bought. I don't even know. Because I've been sent some recently. I showed the Johnny Lawrence one in a recent stream. That's a really cool one that I got sent recently. The Cassian Andor one Cam got me that I personally bought. It was probably one of these Stranger Things ones right here. I take that back. It was Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso right here. Shout out Ted Lasso. We got Star Court Food Court in the house. What's good? Hope you're doing well, man. Justin, what's up? Tank Entertainment, how you doing? We got the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Carr in the house. Jason, how the hell you doing, man? Glad to see you here. It always warms my heart seeing this community, Alex, Jason, all the usuals, the regulars, like there's too many to name, show up for the streams. John, how you doing? Jarvis, what's up? Spider-Man in the house. How you going? How you doing, Spidey? Adrian, how you doing? Nate, what's up? What's up? Hector, how you doing? Hector. I always say that. If you guys know what movie it's from, shout out you. We got Brandon in the house. Brando Critic. Long time no see. It has been a minute, my friend. It's been a while. When are we going to get together and geek out about Star Wars? I mean, we got to, right? I was going to say this about Star Wars. You mentioned it. We are apparently getting post-Star Wars sequel Star Wars content. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how you feel about that. But yeah, the original trilogy, man, I'm always down to get talk about that. And Andor too, by the way. Andor is great. I haven't watched episode 7 yet. Episode 8 comes out tomorrow. Tales of the Jedi comes out tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. We're getting some young Dooku and Qui-Gon, something I have been almost like watering at the mouth for now because that's something we need. I adore the Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon. And the thing, I said this, I forget, I'm trying to think of where I said this. I think it was in a video a long time ago. A Star Wars project they need to do is a young Dooku as the master of Qui-Gon, and we're getting that tomorrow with Tales of the Jedi. That's dope. Also, shout out Brandon because we're like the two. He's probably one of the biggest supporters and advocates of the Phantom Menace that I know, and that movie gets an unnecessary amount of hate. So shout out the Phantom Menace. Damn good movie. I'll die on that hill. Damn good movie. Hope you're doing well, Brandon. Black Adam was so good. I disagree strongly. I thought it was extremely forgettable and generic, but I've seen worse superhero movies. It's not the worst DC movie I've seen. There are worse DC movies. So it was fine. Not even. It wasn't fine. It was meh. That's what I put on my thumbnail. It was meh movie. It's kind of how I feel about it. I'm doing well, Spidey. Thank you for asking. We got the sub to Filmstock account. What's going on with the classic Filmstock logo from way back when? If you guys were here when that logo was around, you've been here for quite some time. You might have been here since the beginning, actually. So That was, in fact, the logo for the Film Stock channel for, damn, I don't even know how long. Over a year. What a time, honestly. And this right here on this shirt is still the banner. So I still have this original thing, but I do not have that anymore. What a time, though. Let's see. How you doing, everybody? Welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button. It helps out, as I always say. Here's my quick plug for the 3 and Out podcast. I have a college football podcast with 2 of my great friends. You can go to the community tab here on my YouTube channel or elsewhere and subscribe to that. If you like college football, if you don't, then don't worry about it. But if you like college football, you want to see me get heated, go on rants, and have discussions every week about college football, check that out. Will Tennessee beat Georgia because you were wrong about Bama? You were right about that. There's video documentation of me being wrong, getting on this podium and saying, hey, Alabama's going to beat Tennessee. That did not happen. Will Tennessee beat Georgia? Georgia's going to win a close game. That's my prediction right now. I have more to say on the 3 and Out podcast. You got to check it out. Favorite MCU movie from Hockey Legend 18. My favorite MCU movie is Avengers Infinity War. My favorite solo MCU movie is Iron Man. I have not watched Dahmer on Netflix, and I don't think I ever will. Actually, I know I never will. I have no desire to watch that show, even though it's getting all this praise. I just don't care to watch it, and I probably never will. I would love to know your favorite Stranger Things character and why. Hopper. It's Steve Hopper over the summer was my answer, but right now it's Hopper. He's the man. Since day one, he's always looking out for the kids. He's a great father figure. He's just a badass. And I've talked about this with my friend Trevor. If they ever do this is a big hypothetical, but if they ever go the James Bond route with Indiana Jones, I would love to see David Harbour be in Indiana Jones for like 2 or 3 movies. He's got the same like charisma as Harrison Ford, and I just love him. I love Hopper to death, so he's got to be my favorite. HJ, how you doing? Is that Marty McFly in your profile picture? I think it might be. Watched the Back to the Future trilogy this weekend. It was amazing. Yeah, I love watching that trilogy. I try and watch that one every few years. Usually like when it's colder outside, it's like a nice time to watch it. Vividly remember watching it like January 2018-ish. I watched it in one weekend. It was freezing. It was like 20 degrees. One of the coldest weekends of the year, and incredible time. Love that trilogy to death. Favorite fast food restaurants from Kenny. I'm going to go, it's hard to top Chick-fil-A in my opinion. Raising Cane's is great. And yeah, those are probably my 2 favorites, I would say. My day's going well, man. We got a Guardians holiday special trailer. I can't complain. I have not watched the season 4 premiere of Cobra Kai yet. I'm going to watch it after the stream, though. Predictions for season 4. Silver's coming back, but that's been made pretty obvious. And I already knew that, unfortunately, like I had mentioned in the reactions before I started the show. I think All Valley is going to get heated, and I think that, I don't know a damn thing, but I think that I don't think Cobra Kai. I don't think Cobra Kai is winning. I think someone from I think Sam. I'm going to lean Sam is going to win All Valley. There you go. There you have it. What's up, Mad Dog? Any predictions for OBX season 3? Hard to predict. I think the show might come out in February, though, because I saw a video of Madeline and Klein, but I don't know if that was legit or not. But February might be the move. I know we're getting You in February and March, I want to say, or March and April. So why not? 2 of my favorite Netflix shows. Bring them back. Let's see. What's up, JJ? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Favorite Cobra Kai season so far? Got to go season 3. Or 3, Dryglass. If you know that, I'm sure a lot of you know that reference, but boom. So I would have to say season 3, and I was really just impressed with the way that they set up the stakes the highest they've ever been. And what I appreciate about this season is I now look back at the Karate Kid trilogy completely differently, especially with my view on Kreese. They gave us so much depth to his character with the Vietnam flashbacks. We got the return of a lot of characters from the trilogy, from the second movie and the first movie, and it's just continuing to pay homage to the originals while still bringing new life to these new characters. And the whole alley thing was like amazing, perfect. Welcome in, Jarvis. I'm glad to have you here. You got any questions? Fire them away. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. I like Miguel the best out of these 3 characters, if that's the question. Besides Halloween Kills and Ends, which do I think is worse? I think Halloween Ends might be worse somehow. They both stink in my opinion, though. Thoughts on the Guardians Holiday Special trailer? I loved it. I am an advocate of Marvel doing these standalone projects that aren't TV shows or movies, and I think they probably should have hopped on the train a long time ago because a lot of these series could have just been a 1 hour thing. I love, love, love the holiday season vibes. It put me in the Christmas spirit, even though it's only October. 2 months from today is Christmas, though, so that's exciting. Werewolf by Night slapped, and I think this is going to follow suit. It's also going to bridge the gap a little bit leading into Guardians 3, so I think it's going to be really good. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind it's just going to be pure fun. That's what I want it to be. That's what it's probably going to be. Favorite DC movie of all time? Probably The Batman or The Dark Knight. Who's your favorite Cobra Kai OG? Like Johnny and your favorite kid. My favorite OG, Johnny. Like my favorite OG character. Favorite kid, I like Miguel. Underrated kid is Chris, and Dimitri is pretty chill too. But I like Sam more than most. A lot of people don't like her, apparently. I like Sam, though. Robbie over Miguel, fair enough. Robbie has entered his Anakin Skywalker arc right now, his villain arc. Kingcraft, what's going on? Right now, I still say Stranger Things. And even though I do enjoy Cobra Kai, even when I finish Cobra Kai, it's going to be really hard for me to sit here and say that I prefer it over Stranger Things just because of the emotional attachment I have to Stranger Things and having grown with the show since 2016. So that will probably always be the top dog. But Cobra Kai is still elite in my opinion, for especially in terms of legacy sequels. Like, it pays respect so well. I may watch Umbrella Academy soon. I see in the chat someone has asked about that. I probably will watch it down the road. I'm just not sure exactly when. I have seen Outer Banks. It's a very enjoyable show, just pure fun, adventure vibes, coming of age in a way. What's up, Canyon? How you doing? Watch Lock and Key. I haven't seen Lock and Key either. I haven't done a Blu-ray haul in extremely long. This actually brings up a good point. I don't even know the last time I bought a Blu-ray. I think I've talked about this some, but like, I'm not anti Blu-ray or physical media. It's just like I got to the point where I was just buying them to buy them, and like I really and truly believe most of the movies that I want to watch. And like, I hate to be the anti-physical media person here. I'm not, in a way, but like Disney Plus has all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars movies, all the Pixar, all that stuff. Netflix has a great catalog of movies. It's like it's kind of crazy to actually justify buying like a $25 to $30 movie when it's cheaper to go see that in the theater. It's also cheaper to go just watch it on a streaming service. Like, half of these damn Marvel movies are like 2 or 3 months after they hit theaters, they're already on Disney Plus. So I've really cut back on buying Blu-rays. I'll buy like Top Gun Maverick, of course, like movies that I love. But I was going through a phase more like 2019 time period. Like, I was just buying. And it's like, I think the new criteria I have for buying a movie needs to be, am I going to watch this again within a year? And a lot of times I don't. So like, why would I just buy it? There's no need to. So I've definitely cut back on Blu-rays. I'm going to sell some of them, I think. Not movies, like, not just to sell, like, oh, I'm getting rid of physical media, but like some of the movies I own, like I was like, oh, I got to buy some Criterions because the Criterion sale, but like I watched them once and they were fine movies. They were good even, but I don't see myself popping it in anytime ever. So I'm going to be selling some maybe. And if I do, I might just do it through my Instagram. So if you guys follow me there, I might put it on my story, but that'll be a long time. Like, not anytime soon, but when the time comes, I might sell some, especially like thinking storage wise as I get older and think of like moving possibly. Like, I have this honking shelf of Blu-rays and I love it. I admire it. I like to look at it, but a lot of the movies I already like have access to and wouldn't really be hard to find if I wanted to watch them, if that makes sense. So that's just my current thoughts on physical media. What do you guys think of physical media in the chat? Let me know. But I will say there's nothing like going into a store. But that's the thing. Like, Best Buy, when I was in high school, I would go all the time. But like, they've cut back significantly. So it's like I don't even go. I used to go all the time and do Blu-ray hunts, and I just have cut back on that. But that's just my little talk on Blu-rays. There's 68 people in here. So if you guys are in here, be sure to hit that like button. Helps out quite a bit with the algorithm. Let's get to 100 likes. Hit that like button. And feel free to send in super chat to guarantee I get to your question. There's a lot in here. Trying to get to as many as I can. It's also a way to help support the channel. Your support there goes a long way. But again, sorry, I had to block somebody. But again, you can Sorry. That threw me off. Sorry. You can blah, 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 just answer. I don't even know what I'm saying. A comment threw me off. Sorry. I took care of it though. All right. Thoughts on James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over DC? Very cool. I saw that earlier today. James Gunn, I've always been an advocate for James Gunn. I think that he does a great job with DC. I mean, the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker are two of my favorite DC projects in years. I don't know much about Peter Safran. I just haven't looked into it, but I will say it's interesting that he's going to be promoting Guardians 3 and while he is like one of the heads of the new DC movies. So interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm down. Peacemaker slaps and I trust him. He hasn't really done anything bad in my opinion. He's a really great filmmaker. So we'll see if he can get some other great talent in there and make some bangers, some more DC bangers. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. Water slaps, by the way. I lost my place. Where am I? Oh, there I was. Stranger Things 5 theories. I think that someone's going down. Someone's going down. I know I've said that a lot, but I think Hopper or Eleven's going to die right now. That's how I feel, and I think it'll continue to be that way. So someone's going down. That's all I'm going to say. Quantumania's trailer revealed Spider-Man is Scott Lang. I must have missed that. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Sorry. I'm so dumb. I was reading ahead. I know you're talking about the damn joke at the beginning. Yeah. You are right. Identity reveal. We got a new Spidey in the MCU. Oh, man. You got me there, Nate. You got me. Favorite Funko Pop? I really like the Iron Man Mark 1. I don't know if it's in frame. It might be like right here. Iron Man Mark 1 has been one of my favorites for a while that I've had. Favorite MCU character? It's never, ever going to be topped. Tony Stark. Tony Stark's the GOAT. The absolute GOAT. Gabe Games, what's going on? I don't really have an NFL team. I only really watch college football. Years ago, I was a Falcons fan. I'm talking 2012. I haven't cared about them since then. So that was a long time ago. A long time. Well, I keep buying MCU Blu-rays. I don't know. I don't think I am, actually. I didn't buy Multiverse. I didn't buy Thor. I had this desire to own them all, but No Way Home is like the last one I got, and I'm kind of good with that, I think. If I like the movie, I might buy it, but it'll be on Disney Plus, and it's definitely not going anywhere on Disney Plus for a long time. So I think I'm good, really. Like I bought Shang-Chi and Black Widow and Eternals, and I never watched the Blu-ray disc yet, so I don't know why I really did. I just did it to look cool on the shelf in my head, and I was like, I probably should just stop doing that. So I will say, as far as this question goes, I will probably, in theories for Stranger Things 5, I think that they're going to bring in a bunch of the older characters who died and have them in like flashbacks or dream sequences. So I hope that happens. Eddie, Billy, Bob, a bunch of characters like that. I think they'll definitely pop up at some point. McDonald's or BK? I think McDonald's. Burger King is like fake now, like anymore. Like they don't. Do they like? I'm not hating on them too hard right now, but do they even like? How are they above water? I'm serious. Like I never see anyone in a Burger King when I drive by. It makes no sense to me. I used to go sometimes on road trips, but anymore I don't go to there. I don't go there or McDonald's much. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably go. I'd probably go McDonald's. All righty. Let's see where I was in the chat. A lot of questions I'm skimming through here. Again, if you want to guarantee that I get to yours, Super Chat is the way to go. It's also a way to help support the channel. Hello, Bobby. Prequels are the best Star Wars movies. They're very enjoyable and overhated. I go original trilogy all day still. Thoughts on the new Ant-Man trailer? I'm here for it. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like, again, Star Wars-y. I've mentioned Star Wars a lot this stream, but it's almost set entirely in the quantum realm, it seems. Like pretty much after like the first 30 minutes, it seems to be quantum realm. So Lots to love with that. And Bill Murray, interesting that he's in the MCU. I think that Kang's going to be a damn badass, and he's going to kick Scott's ass. You guys, there's multiple shots. Scott blooded up. I think he's going to get his ass kicked a few times. So we'll see what happens. Papa John's or Domino's? Domino's because of the crust. I give the edge to Domino's. All right. Let's see. You can follow me on Twitch at Filmstock. I'm in a little bit of a Twitch hiatus right now, but I do stream there. I was having a lot of technical difficulties, so I'm kind of took a little a break from it, if you will. But I will be back to Twitch eventually. Fall Guy streams were the best, and those are coming back in time. So yes. Let's see. I keep losing my spot for some reason. All right, there we are. Favorite Netflix show of all time? Stranger Things has to be. Yes, this is the link if you guys are interested in subscribing to the 3 and Out podcast. It's me, my friend Noah, my friend Brandon. We talk college football about twice a week, and we just revamped that. We'd been doing it for a while, but we kind of took a hiatus for pretty much most of the year. We've just brought it back recently. So if you guys want to check that out, if you guys are college football fans, just click that link or put that link in your search bar and subscribe. 3 and Out. It's also in the community tab here. Best double features. It's really great to watch New Hope and Empire back to back. That's pretty easy. Another double feature that I think I like a lot is Raiders and Crusade. Like skip Temple of Doom and just do those. That's a great double feature. Yeah, those are 2 fun ones that just popped in my head immediately. I have not watched Umbrella Academy for those asking. It is currently 7:30 p.m. for me, for those wondering. Boom. Further asking about Ant-Man or James Gunn, I kind of spoke on those earlier, so if you want to go back and check that out, you can. Is the Pac-12 team going to make the playoffs? I don't think so. The only hope they have right now, in my opinion, is Oregon, because Oregon's looking good. Obviously, there's hope for others, but I think Oregon would have to basically win the Pac-12. Do I like Harry Potter? I do. My favorite Harry Potter movie is Prisoner of Azkaban. Do I think Grogu will be the first Jedi in The Mandalorian? Do I think Grogu will be the first Jedi in Mandalorian? Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting question. I don't know if there will ever be someone who's both. I think it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I'm really interested to see where they head with Grogu, because the thing about it is Grogu was gone at the end of Mando season 2, and it was a big deal. And then Boba Fett, a show that wasn't even Mando, tied that up. And now a lot of people might be confused, is what I'm saying. A lot of people could legitimately be confused when they come in if they did not watch the Book of Boba Fett. So I think it's a weird decision, but we'll see how it plays out for him. It's kind of bizarre, right? Let's see. Scrolling. The Rock or Ryan Reynolds? I go Ryan Reynolds. Favorite Star Wars movie? A New Hope. Gotta be. Watching Barbarian on HBO Max currently, so good, dude. Highly recommend. Will enjoy it. I think I know some plot points from that movie, so I don't know if I will watch it, but that it seems like I might be a little terrified watching that one. Could I do a Steven Spielberg movie tier list ranking? I would have a lot of homework to do for that. I definitely would want to watch a lot of Spielberg movies. There's a lot I haven't seen that I need to watch, but I've seen a lot of his big ones, and he's probably the best director I've seen multiple films from, and he's my favorite director. So I need to see Close Encounters. I need to see a lot of his 2000s work. I just dropped my whiteboard. That's what that noise was. I need to check out some of his 2000s work I haven't seen, like Munich, movies like that came out, like Bridge of Spies I haven't seen. So those are ones that I got to check out. I'm very excited to see some Terry Silver. I've heard great things, so I am pumped for that, obviously. I don't know when What If Season 2 is coming out, so who knows when we would get a trailer. Maybe not until next year sometime. Have I watched Bo Burnham specials? I have. I love Bo Burnham. He's one of my faves when it comes to comedians, and I listen to his music in the car a lot. It's honestly all goes hard. But I've seen Inside, I've seen What, and Make Happy. I think those are those three big ones, right? I think. Could be wrong. Words I haven't seen, but I want to. Welcome in that gamer guy. Best and worst Spider-Man movie. The best Spider-Man movie. Wow. It's been a while since No Way Home. Almost a year. My God, time is really flying. I was talking about that with my friend earlier. To me, I might still lean that OG Spider-Man with Tobey, and the worst is probably it's probably like The Amazing Spider-Man or The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I don't hate those movies. They're just not great. I love Andrew. The movies are just, they have their all right moments, they have fun moments for sure, but like, God, the villains suck in some of those movies. It's bad. I may react to Outer Banks 3. If I did, it would be with my girlfriend Cam. What's my favorite food? Steak. Steak all day. Ribeye steak is my favorite. I have not seen Barbarian yet, for those asking. I do know that I think today is when it got added to HBO Max. I have seen House of the Dragon. I've seen every episode of House of the Dragon. I didn't really make any content about it at all, but I've watched it, and I'm all caught up on it. The finale was Sunday. Really enjoyed it. I would say that I prefer Game of Thrones season 1 still, just because I think that season I think Game of Thrones just has more likable characters and actually better characters, in my opinion, personally. And it didn't, it was a little choppy for me, House of the Dragon, like these constant time jumps, it threw me a little bit, but I still enjoyed it a lot. It's one of the best shows of the year. It's not my favorite show of the year, but it's up there. It's like a top 4 for me for favorite shows of the year. Let's see. Scrolling through the chat here. Theories on the new Ant-Man movie. I don't really have many. I'm kind of done with the over speculation and theorizing. I don't really know. It's hard to say. I think Ant-Man won't die, but it would be really bold if they did kill him and then kind of brought him back in the Kang Dynasty. But yeah, we'll see. I don't really have too many theories for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Predictions for the Oscars. I don't really have many for that. The Oscars either. Top Gun Maverick deserves to get nominated for Best Picture. It won't, and that's life. The Oscars kind of suck, and I just don't really care about them as much as I used to. I've kind of fallen off with them a lot. I didn't even really watch last year until I went on Twitter and saw the slap happen, and I went, "Oh shit, I should probably tune into this." So I don't really care about the Oscars. I probably won't cover them at all this year. I've never seen the show Arrow, so those are my thoughts on it. Thoughts on Jonathan Majors and Creed 3? Love it, Dylan. It's a great point to bring up because I think that movie is going to be one of the best the next year. I think it could easily be the best Creed movie and cap off a damn great trilogy, one of the more under the radar trilogies in recent years. Michael B. Jordan even tweeted about how much this means to him. It's his directorial debut. He put his heart and soul into it probably, and Majors seems so well thought out. Like there were apparently people who saw the test screening and were like rooting for his character the whole movie. So that's how you know you've got a damn good villain on your hands. And I think that our antagonist, I should say. And I think that's going to be special. That movie comes out in March of next year. We're getting fed early on next year. Like we're getting an MCU movie in February. We're getting Creed in March. I think we're getting Shazam in March. So like next year, it seems like every month there's a lot of meat to the bone. So I'm excited to get into the 2023 slate. There's a lot to look forward to. And still some things to look forward to as we approach the end of this year. Water break, by the way. If you guys are in here, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit. Hit that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes. And be sure to subscribe to that notification bell if you're not already. And feel free to send in super chat to guarantee I get to your question, comment, or concern. It pops up on my screen. It's also a way to help support the channel. It goes a long way. All right. Scrolling through the chat here. Scrolling. There I am. Who's an actor you would love to see make a comeback? I would love to see Edward Furlong make a comeback. He's amazing in T2. Great question. I would say a comeback. Good question. The guy, Justin Bartha, who plays Riley Poole in National Treasure and is in the Hangover movies, I would love to see him make a comeback, and he's going to be in the new National Treasure show, so that's cool. Hayden Christensen would always be cool to see. He got his little time to shine in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who else could make a comeback? Who's kind of been under the radar lately? I can't think of one off the top of my head. That's a really great question. Those are two that just came to mind. A lot of other actors out there probably have been. In a way, McConaughey. He could have another McConaissance. He's been kind of lying low lately. I would love to see McConaughey have another resurgence like he did in the 2014 era. Favorite Karate Kid movie? Gotta go the OG. Have to. The Guardians Holiday Special is going to be a Marvel Studios special presentation. So it's basically like a 52-minute to an hour long like one-off. So like basically just a TV special instead of a movie or show. So that's cool. I'm down for that. I loved Werewolf by Night, and I hope they do more like this moving forward. Though that's like I think they could. I mean, Marvel could really have a big hitter on their hands with that, because no one else is doing that. Like DC has TV shows, they're long and they do. No one has like just TV specials. I dug it. I really dug Werewolf by Night. I hope they continue doing this. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. Sorry, my mouth gets super dry sometimes on these things. All right. We got Ash in the house. What's going on, Ash? How you doing, man? Hope all's well with you. Hope class goes well tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out and sticking around. Thoughts on Henry Cavill's Superman? Love it. I love him. He's back. I mean, that's not even a spoiler. They spoiled the hell out of that before the movie. So sorry if I just spoiled it for you, but it's been everywhere. He's back, and it's cool, but at the same time, like, they don't really have a plan, I don't think. So like, yay, he's back. To me, if I was gonna make a decision, I would just do a Superman movie, and that be that. Like, right, a new Superman story. Just continue Superman. Like, I don't know. He doesn't have to go up against Black Adam. I don't know. Do they have a trajectory for him? Does Warner Bros know what they're doing? It seems like they might with Gunn coming in, but it's tough. It's tough to say. And I love Henry Cavill. He's iconic in the role, and I'm really, really glad to see him back. By the way, that theater erupted when I was in there. It was really cool. I was just like, oh, damn. But like, I already knew it was coming. So like, I didn't scream. I just was like, oh, shit. It was an early screening of the movie. And like, so they allowed the press. I was in like the press section, and Cam was with me. By the way, Cam, thank you. Love you too, Cam. Hope the paintings are going well. She was with me, and we knew it was coming. Like, I was trying to like, in the back of my head, like, it's not coming. But she literally saw it leaked, and I just knew because it was made obvious. So it happened, and like, I was just kind of looking around, like, there were hardcore fans in there. It was cool. There was a dude dressed up as Black Adam. There was people in DC. Like, these were hardcore DC fans that pretty much had no clue, I would say, that it was coming, because this was an early screening. So it was cool. It was cool to see, and then and then there were other reactions going around that were less authentic. That's all I'll say. Thank you, by the way, Cam. Josh with a super chat. Thank you, Josh. Do you think the Duffer Brothers will be one-hit wonders, or will they have more success after Stranger Things, and what upcoming projects of theirs intrigue you? Great question, Josh. I will say, do you think the Duffer Brothers will be one-hit wonders? I think they'll have more success after. Now, that being said, their greatest success will always be Stranger Things, in my opinion. But they will still have success after that. I think that they're going to do spin-offs and basically create, and I don't want to take shots at The Walking Dead here, because I haven't seen The Walking Dead fully, but I mean, it is a fact that The Walking Dead is maybe overextended to say. It's gone on for too long, people say, right? They have a bunch of spin-offs. So I think that what we're going to see now is we're going to see a few spin-offs, maybe 2 or 3, maybe one with characters from Stranger Things. I'm not sure. But they will have success. What they should do, in my opinion, Josh, is they should stick to like the coming of age genre, in my opinion, because that seems to be their bread and butter. They know it so well, and just make another Stranger Things, if that makes sense. Like, make another show. It could be set anywhere. It could be in any country. It could be with any group of characters, and just create like a sci-fi coming of age type of story. That's, you don't have to make a new Upside Down, but they're just so brilliant, in my opinion, that they could do pretty much anything they wanted. It'd be cool to see them play with some other genres, but stick to what they're doing great with, in my opinion. I really believe the Duffer Brothers are going to be special 10, 15 years from now. Who knows what they could achieve? But Stranger Things will always be their crowning achievement, in my opinion. So Thank you again for the super chat, Jack. Whoa, that was not English. Thank you again for the super chat, Josh. All right. All right, I'm going to scroll a bit because I kind of lost where I was. Most anticipated movie of 2023. I will give you some honorable mentions first. Creed 3 is an honorable mention. Guardians 3 is an honorable mention. I will say the new Scorsese movie is an honorable mention, which is weird. Like, I loved Irishman, The Irishman. I haven't seen it since 2019 because God, is it a long movie. But there's just something about watching a new Scorsese movie when it comes out that just hits. But I am very excited. I think it's Killers of the Flower Moon with De Niro, Jesse Plemons, and Leo. Come on. But my number one most anticipated movie of 2023, drum roll, Indiana Jones 5. I can't wait for them to drop the title, drop a trailer. I will probably, that would be like pure. I'm like trying not to get emotional thinking about it right now. I'm not even kidding. Like that will be so special to me because I saw the fourth one with my dad in theaters, which was awesome. I grew up a huge Indiana Jones fan. I still am, but there's a video of Harrison Ford where he's like talking about it and he's like crying. And it was like, God, Harrison Ford really grew up. He was already an adult when he played Indy, but he's like, he's had a wonderful film career, and Indiana Jones has been pivotal to that. He's always going to be synonymous with Indiana Jones, and he's farewell. It's an official farewell to the character. Man, that movie's going to be really emotional. Like that could be, and I think it could be top 3 Indiana Jones movies. So that's going to hit. That's all I'm saying. It's going to hit. All right, I might get back to scrolling through the chat here. By the way, if you guys are in here, thank you so much for hanging out on your Tuesday night. I hope you're all doing well. I'll try to get to as many of these as I can. I might have missed a few here and there. My apologies, but I'm trying to get to as much as possible. All right. Scrolling here. Ash says, will you ever watch The Sopranos? Great question, Ash. I watched the first episode like a month ago now, and I just wasn't in the right headspace to watch it. I think I was like tired or checked out for whatever reason, and I will watch The Sopranos 100%. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of like being in the right place to want to watch it, because I did the same thing with Better Call Saul. I put it off forever, and then I binged it in like 2 weeks, and I loved it. And once I get in the mood for that genre, and they're hour-long episodes. They're very like, it's not a type of show you can throw on in as background noise or be half-assed paying attention to. And I realized that the first episode, I was like, I got to be locked in here. So I got to be like clear headspace when I watch this. And it's a lot of seasons with long episodes and a lot of episodes in the season. So I'll get to it eventually. I know it's one of the best shows ever, people say, and I've heard a lot of people love it. It's got a controversial ending apparently. So I will watch it one day. I just got to get on it. Thanks for the question though, Ash. Hope all's well. When am I going to stream on Twitch again? In time. I can't guarantee when, but eventually. Favorite ice cream flavor from Kevin? I like cookies and cream a lot. Cookies and cream is a good one. That's Oreo, essentially. Logan or Deadpool? Hoo-hoo. Deadpool's more rewatchable, I'll give you that, but Logan's probably the better movie. Kevin Bacon, I love the fact that they brought Kevin Bacon back. It's the ultimate callback, I think. Like, I mean, Marvel, that proves that Marvel can pretty much get anyone they want. They just, reach in their pockets and give them a paycheck. But it's cool that they got Kevin Bacon, because it's been, around since 2014. Kevin, he talks about Kevin Bacon in Footloose, and then Mantis has the bit with it, and it's just been a continued bit. So I really hope, it's cool. I hope that he's in it for more than just 1 minute. Favorite season of Stranger Things? I got to go season 4 right now, personally. Miguel or Robbie? Miguel. Let's see. Breaking Bad or Stranger Things? You pose a good question here, and this is going to be my segment on why these two fandoms need to get along. I love both shows. I think Breaking Bad has the greatest finale of all time, and it's one of the best shows ever. I think it is actually the best constructed show of all time, in my opinion. Stranger Things, I would watch any day. I have so much nostalgia for it. I enjoy the hell out of it, and it's also a really damn good show. I don't know why Breaking Bad, a lot of the fandom on TikTok mainly, is like Stranger Mid, Breaking Bad, Supremacy. Like, it's the only good show. Like, there's other great shows out there, and they're different genres. And I don't think that concept hits with a lot of people. Love both shows. Love them. They're both my top. They're probably my top 2 favorite shows. I don't know which one I'd pick today. I think Stranger Things is one that I would go Desert Island. Meaning if I only could watch one of these, I probably would pick Stranger Things, because Breaking Bad is a dark ass show. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's literally someone's downfall through 5 seasons. It's really well written. I love it, but Stranger Things means more to me, if that makes any sense. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But Stranger Things and Breaking Bad. People don't seem to comprehend that when I say that. I love both. A lot of people just view things as one's better than the other, but they both mean a lot to me for different reasons. So there's my answer, my long-winded answer there. Pizza Hut or Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A with ease. Favorite Harry Potter character? Hagrid. Rest in peace to Robbie Coltrane. Very sad, heartbreaking news. But yes, Hagrid is my favorite. You're a wizard, Harry. KFC or Popeyes? I don't know. I might lean Popeyes here. I haven't had a KFC in a long time. Hello there, Jinx. How you doing? Favorite DC movie? I already answered that one, but the Batman. Next vlog when? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, probably Halloween or the day after. I've got something really exciting happening this weekend on Sunday. So if you like Stranger Things, you might want to stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. Keep, Watch, Burn, Daredevil, The Punisher, and The Boys. Wow, I'm going to have to keep... Listen, I love The Boys, and it's one of my favorite shows on TV right now. By that, I mean top 10. But I think I'd have to keep the other 2. Maybe right now. I love Punisher, but I like Daredevil. I'd have to keep because it has Punisher and Daredevil and Kingpin and all that. I'd probably keep Daredevil. This changes every time someone asks it. Watch Punisher and I guess burn The Boys. I don't know. That's kind of brutal to say out loud, but they're all great shows. Kind of, to answer this as well, I guess they go hand in hand. They're both great shows. We got another season of Daredevil, like we have 3. I love them both dearly, but I don't know if I had to pick one. My personal preference is The Punisher. Just gotta love John Bernthal. There you go. Okay, let's see. By the way, if you guys are in here, thank you so much for hanging out, and be sure to hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit with the algorithm, as I always say. And feel free to send in super chat to guarantee I get to your question, comment, or concern. I'm trying to get to as many of these as I can. It's also a way to help support the channel. All right, so Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let's talk about this too. Let's have a little heart-to-heart. I posted a video schedule probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 now. Time's been flying so fast. I said in that video reaction that I would be doing Avatar: The Last Airbender reactions. Now, I started to film it, and I prefaced my video by saying this. I grew up when this show came out on TV, and so when I was 5, the first episode came out, and I remember watching it. And I remember watching some of these episodes growing up. And then as I was watching it and filming my reaction, I even said, like, this is going to be less of a reactionary thing because I have seen the episode. It's like a refresher. I still want to make videos about it. It kind of just came back to me. And I was like, I turned the camera off and I turned the episode off. And I was like, I want to rewatch this on my own merit, maybe do reactions to Legend of Korra. But it just doesn't feel right to me. I literally felt sick inside that I was watching this show because I knew I had seen part of it. And it wasn't going to be, I knew that there was going to be parts that I remembered. And so it wouldn't have been pure, raw emotional reaction to it. And so I stopped, and that's just my decision. I will rewatch Avatar on my own, and then probably get into Legend of Korra, which I don't know a damn thing about, and maybe do reaction videos for that. But it just didn't feel right. And I was like, I've seen this just years ago. Granted, I don't remember every detail, and hell, I barely remember how the show ends, but I still have seen it, so I'm going to just watch it on my own. So there's why I'm not doing Avatar: Last Airbender reactions in a long-winded way to answer. Did you watch She-Hulk? I've seen most of the episodes. Still got some few to fill in the gaps. Skipped around a bit. It's not good. It's probably my least favorite MCU show. There, I said it. I haven't talked about it, but it's probably my least favorite. Favorite Call of Duty game? I don't play much, but I remember enjoying Black Ops a lot. The first Black Ops. Let's see. We got Eddie. I can't do the Trevor. Trevor always does that better. But how you doing, Eddie? Enjoy the movie room tour, day in the life videos put out. Well, thank you, man. That means a lot. I remember vividly, Eddie. I was in your Instagram live. I want to say, and you did a movie room tour on your Instagram live, or it was a video. I think it was a live, and you got a dope setup, man. I love it. So keep doing what you're doing, Eddie. Glad to have you in here in the stream, and we'll have to connect sometime. I know we've always talked, but like, love to have you on a live stream or something, man. And it's long overdue for us to get together and talk. So if you're still in here, Eddie, you're the man. Thor is better than Thor: Love and Thunder by a mile, in my opinion. Miguel or Hawk? I go Miguel all day over Hawk, even though Hawk had a nice little bit of redemption there. I also think Hank could die in Quantumania. I definitely think that's possible, so we'll see. Let's see. Looking at the chat here. I have not seen Mud, but should I watch Mud? Let me know if you guys think I should watch the movie Mud in the chat. Trying to get to as many of these as I can. So again, I see a bunch of them trying to scroll. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question. And it's also a way to help support the channel. It means a lot. All right. Back to the chat. Hello, Cool Dog 13. Again, shout out Cam, love the Cam. Do you want Andrew Garfield to be in the Sony universe? No, because I don't trust the Sony universe. I don't want them to butcher him any further than they did his movies back in the day. So I think that I want to see Andrew, but mainly in his own standalone thing or something, or back in the MCU. It's hard to say. Do you think Georgia will win the Natty this year now that Alabama has lost? They are my favorites. So you're saying Georgia's your favorite to win? I don't think Georgia, I mean, can they? Absolutely. But as a diehard Georgia fan, and someone with the unfortunate truth of the matter is it's really almost impossible to repeat as national champs. Alabama's done it in my life. They did it in 2011, 2012. It could happen. It all comes down to Tennessee. If you can't beat Tennessee in Athens, you're not going to the SEC championship. You're not getting in the playoff, in my opinion. A lot of things would be out of your control. They control their own destiny. I think they do have a talent to do it, but you don't beat Tennessee, you don't go to the SEC championship, you don't go to the playoff. So if they lose to Tennessee, I'll still watch the games after, but it will be very detached. So it'll be very brutal and heartbreaking. All right. I don't really watch the MLB at all, but I'll say the Phillies. Why not? Make Miles Teller a happy man, and the Astros are cheaters, to my knowledge, to what people have explained to me in the past. Thoughts on Harrison Ford being Thunderbolt Ross in the MCU? It's cool and it's crazy. It, again, goes to show the MCU can get pretty much anybody they want, because Harrison Ford joining the MCU is one of the last things I ever thought that would be happening, but damn sure enough it is, and I'm sure he's going to crush it in the role. I mean, I love Harrison Ford. I just went on about how much he means to me and how he's an icon. So yeah, I think that Harrison Ford is going to crush it. And that's what, May 2024. He's Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America, and he's in Thunderbolts. So he's going to have 2 movies back to back. And I didn't realize this. He might have some scenes with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who plays Valentina Contessa Allegra de Fontaine. I think that's her full name. My nose is starting to itch. We're almost at the hour mark. Best Harry Potter, in my opinion, Brody, is Prisoner of Azkaban. I want to, by the way, Cam, if you're in here still, we got to rewatch Harry Potter soon. I haven't rewatched them all legitimately since we went to Universal in 2020. So it's been almost 2 years, over 2 years since I watched them through. I know the movies well, but I want to do a proper rewatch soon. Let's have a Harry Potter date, Cam. We can wear the sweaters. We can make the Harry Potter snacks. It'll be fun. All right. Keep, watch, burn, Fantastic Beast movies. I'm going to keep 1. I'm going to watch 3 and burn 2. Let me check. Did I just mess up my mic? Let me check. No, you guys can still hear me. Cool. What am I doing for Halloween? I'm not really doing much. Unfortunately, maybe I'll do a live stream on Halloween. I know a lot of people are busy on Halloween, but the day before Halloween, I have something really exciting going down that is Stranger Things related, and I will be vlogging it. So hell yeah to that. I'm excited. I'm not opposed to watching Prison Break. I don't really know much about the show, so I might watch it down the road. Azid, what's going on? What's a movie sequel you don't love as much as everyone else? The Mad Max Fury Road is a movie sequel, so there you go. It's kind of a reboot, but it's also a sequel. What's your favorite animated movie? The Lion King, Toy Story 3, and Ratatouille have been my answers forever, and I'm sticking with those answers. You gotta bop, 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 bop to the top. Bop, 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 bop. My favorite horror movie is probably Scream, Psycho, or Saw. Do I speak any other? I don't. I speak some Spanish. I took a lot of Spanish in high school and Spanish in college too. So I know Spanish sort of, but I'm not like fully fluent in Spanish. But I can translate some things fairly well. Rylan, what's going on? The man, how you doing? I've been good. I've been chilling, hanging out, doing all the YouTube content, all the social media content. Am I going to see Blade Runner 2049? I got to watch Blade Runner first, and that's the thing that's holding back from watching 2049 is that I got to watch the first Blade Runner. And knowing me and my taste in movies, I don't know if I'm going to care for Blade Runner, which might deter me from watching 2049. It's a big ordeal. I know I need to get over the hump, but yeah, that's the reason I haven't watched 2049 yet, if you want the truth. Georgia to win the ship again? Well, I hope so. Good vibes, maybe we'll see. We shall see. I have seen most of the She-Hulk finale, yes. Top 5 heist movies? I can't really think of them off the top of my head, but Heat is like damn good, and I want to shout out that movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you got to watch it. That's like the definitive heist movie, a lot of people would say, and it's hard to think of other heist movies aside from that. So I saw the movie Tower Heist in theaters back in the day. Ant-Man's sort of a heist movie. There's a lot more heist movies, but that's like a subgenre in my opinion, and I always forget about it until I watch a heist movie. So I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'm about to sneeze, I think, by the way. No, I think we're good. I think. I can't tell. Am I going to sneeze or not? It's like doing that weird thing on my nose right now. No, we're good. We're good. Are you a football fan? Big time. I got a college football podcast, 3 and Out, which you guys can check out. It is on my community tab. Have I watched Cobra Kai season 4? I have not. I'm going to start it tonight probably. Hell yeah, Eddie, we'll have to be in touch. You're the man. Thoughts on Guardians Holiday Special? I'm here for it. I really am. I'm very pumped for it. That comes out November 25th. And someone described it in my comment section as a Thanksgiving dessert. And I was like, you worded that really well. That's pretty damn good. Brady Bear says, I'm excited for the candy bar with gold around it. Yep, shout out. That was directly from the comments section. By the way, I'll probably go for like 2 or 3 more minutes. So if you guys want to get any last minute questions in, be sure to fire them away. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to them. It's also a way to help support and would mean a lot, but it's not at all required. Just appreciate you guys being here, showing support. It's 8 o'clock where I live. I am going to watch Cobra Kai season 4 premiere after this, which I am incredibly excited for. So that video will probably be out tomorrow or the following day. And Tales of the Jedi drops tomorrow. I will have a review of that, hopefully up tomorrow. So I'll answer a few more questions though. Least favorite Stranger Things character, Angela, man. I hate Angela. What a bum. Yeah, Heat's probably the definitive heist movie. I'm looking forward to the upcoming Pixar movie. I'll always get excited for a new Pixar movie, even though they've been on a little bit of a cold streak for me lately. I have hope. Any original, straight up original idea that they do, they can probably execute well on, and I think that it'll be pretty damn good, probably. But we'll see. That comes out next year too, right? Next year's loaded. I was looking at the slate. It's like a big movie after big movie from like March through like July almost. It's a really good run. So. Best Rocky or Creed movie? The OG. Come on, the OG Rocky movie, but the first Creed's great too. Shout out Rocky 2. That's like one of the more slept on ones. Like cheesy, yeah, but like the rematch. Come on, the rematch. You gotta love it. Favorite Guardian? I go Rocket, but Star-Lord's up there for me too. They're both my favorites. I like Groot as well. Those are the 3 best for sure, in my opinion. Gamora doesn't feel like a Guardian right now because of what happened to her, but she's still a Guardian, and she's also up there. Those are my 4 faves. Drax, Mantis, Am I excited for Black Panther? I am. I have very much like tempered my expectations and excitement for most big Marvel movies like that, though, just because of the everything else this year disappointed me. So I don't want to be disappointed. So if I go in with like low expectations, I'll probably be pleased. So I think it'll be good, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of nervous. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes. It's a little long for me, for an MCU movie especially, but we'll see what happens. Have I had Moe's? I love Moe's. Welcome to Moe's. Damn good burrito. Homewrecker with steak. You can't go wrong. What's my favorite Marvel show? My favorite Marvel show is probably Hawkeye or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I do enjoy Werewolf by Night, and I'm going to count that as like a TV special. That's damn good. Nothing good lasts forever in Cobra Kai, so I'm sure that it'll probably fall off eventually, but damn would I love it if they stayed buddy-buddy through the end of the show because I love their friendship so much. Jason says the next movie I will be seeing in theaters is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for the 35th anniversary. Very cool. I watched that movie for the first time, I think, in 2020, and I enjoyed it. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but lots of movies like that I just kind of watch. You know, when you're bulk watching a bunch of older movies from the 80s, 70s, 60s, all those, like, they weren't rewatch. I'm serious. They weren't multiple watches. Another one I need to rewatch is When Harry Met Sally. I saw a clip from it. I was like, damn, I barely remember that. So in 2020, you know, I watched a bunch of these movies for the first time to check them off the list, but I need to watch a lot of them again in a new light and see if I like them more. Hammer Studios, welcome in. Keep Watch Burn, college football shows and movies. Oh, damn. College football is like my favorite thing, but it already is only like from September to the beginning of January. I have to have shows. I have to have shows and movies. I have to keep them over that because I'm could be entertained by them forever. Plus, Georgia just won the national championship, so I can like die happily. If college football ended, like it would be devastating. I would miss out on good times and good weekends, but I could always have Cobra Kai reactions to do, Stranger Things episodes to rewatch, Marvel, Star Wars, a whole catalog of movies on my shelf, all these different things. So it's a bummer, but I would have to say that. But yeah, I'll probably take like 2 more questions, so feel free to fire them away. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to it if you want to answer before the stream ends. And if you guys are here on the replay, thank you so much for watching as well. It means a lot. I know time zones are a thing and people are all over the world, so be sure to hit that like button nonetheless. Let's get to 100 likes. So if you guys are here, there's 37 of you in here right now. Let's get 37 more likes. If you guys haven't hit that button, hit that like button. It helps out a lot. Tales of the Jedi, I'm pretty sure they all episodes drop tomorrow. I want to say they do, so I think they all drop tomorrow. I could be wrong, though. Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2? I love them both, actually. I love them both a lot. I might lean Deadpool 1 just because I've seen it more, but Deadpool 2 with Cable can't go wrong. I go back and forth on the two. Deadpool 2 is really kind of overlooked in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people don't put it up as high as the first one when in reality they're both really great movies, and I think the third Deadpool is going to hit. I think that's going to be one of the better superhero trilogies once it's all said and done. Favorite duos in Cobra Kai, I love Miguel and Johnny. I love Johnny and Daniel, and those are my 2 favorites probably. If I had to name another one, I would probably say I like Hawk and Dimitri. I like where they're headed. Hawk and Dimitri. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but those are just some that come to mind. Again, some of these questions come in I have answered early in the stream, so if you guys want to see my answer, definitely go check out the replay. I haven't seen Raging Bull, so I'd have to say Taxi Driver to answer your question. But yeah, I think that'll probably just about do it for this live Q&A here on this, what day is it, Tuesday night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you're on the replay again, it does mean a lot. Be sure to hit that like button. Helps out quite a bit. Subscribe to that notification bell. Expect a review of Tales of the Jedi, some more Cobra Kai reactions and other videos, a special vlog coming at the end of the month / beginning of November. Lots of exciting things. I'm going out to California in November to hang out with Trevor. We'll have tons of content Black Panther week, so stay tuned for that. And just thank you guys so much for the support. The Cobra Kai journey has been an absolute blast. I'm about to go start season 4. And I just appreciate you guys, coming in here, hanging out in these Q&As, watching the videos, and just showing constant support. It really does mean a lot, and it's what keeps me going. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the videos tomorrow. And I'm not sure when the next live stream will be, but again, follow me on social media, link down below to stay updated for that. You guys are all the best. Have a great night, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.